XRP just became a bank reserve asset. The escrow just became the global liquidity pools. RLUSD just became the world's US digital dollar. I want to dive into what Chad Steingraber is saying here. Ripple's banking license just got approved here in the United States. This is going to mean big things for XRP and RLUSD specifically. But what does it mean to be a bank reserve asset, and why is that so important for us? Let's just dive right into all of this information. So first, of course, we covered this in already 2 videos. So go back in time if you don't know what's going on here. But Ripple did get approval. So did 5 in total, 4 other companies here. Ripple National Trust Bank. It's a preliminary. It will take Ripple about 9 to 12 months to fully set up their bank. I broke this all in fine detail in my last video that should come out before this one. If you should see this, just go look back maybe same day or the day before. XRP just became a bank reserve asset. The escrow just became global liquidity pools. RLUSD just became the world's largest US digital dollar. So I want to dig into this. A bank reserve asset is very safe, highly liquid money that a central bank or commercial bank holds to meet obligations and manage the financial system. It exists so the institution can handle withdrawals, payments, and shocks without running out of cash. This is specifically what RLUSD and XRP specifically could fill the void. The core idea here is a bank reserve asset is an asset that sits on a bank's balance sheet, Ripple's balance sheet, in the form of cash in the vault or deposits at the central bank, and it is not normally lent out to customers. This pool of assets is used to satisfy regulatory reserve requirements to ensure the bank can meet day-to-day payment and withdrawal demands. Is this all kind of making connections in your head? When people talk about reserve assets in a macro context, they often mean the international reserve assets held by countries' central banks. These typically include foreign currency deposits and securities, for example, US treasuries held by another country's central bank, monetary gold, and special drawing rights at the IMF. Those official reserve assets let the central bank intervene in foreign exchange markets and cover balance of payments gaps, helping stabilize the national currency and external financing, and physical cash and bank vaults balances at the bank holds at the central bank. So let's break this down a little bit further. Ripple's conditional OCC bank trust charter is a structural game changer for RLUSD in the US, and indirect but important regulatory tailwind for XRP, especially for bank grade payments and settlement use cases. What the charter actually is, we covered this in detail, but let's just give a quick overview. Ripple has received a conditional approval from the OCC to establish the Ripple National Trust Bank, a federally supervised national trust bank, not a full retail deposit bank. So you and I won't be having an account at Ripple Bank. Unfortunately, that wasn't in the plans when they submitted that. This could change maybe 5-10 years down the road, but specifically right now, you and I are not on the menu. The new entity will sit under the OCC supervision roughly with other 60 national trust banks, and they must satisfy capital, risk, and operational conditions before fully operational. Like I said, this could take 9 to 12 months since Ripple has had